welcome back to the NightChild Reviews Prince. We're looking at Prince's Graffiti Bridge album from 1990. This is track 6 called Round and Round by the artist Tevin Campbell. Now Tevin Campbell is quite an interesting guy, quite a young guy at the time. This was his only song on this project. It was actually released as the second single. It's quite a little kind of interesting history as well, because originally the song was created and recorded, but then Junior Vasquez remixed a lot of these songs and made lots of different versions of Round and Round, and Prince liked one of the remixes so much he put that on the album instead of the original song, so it's kind of got a little bit of a history. The remix versions are kind of very dub-like, very a cappella-like, very broken down and kind of deconstructed, so they're quite an interesting chance to get to hear them if you get a chance to hear them. Tevin Campbell also has worked with Michael Jackson. He's also covered another Prince song called Shh, which is quite an interesting choice, quite a sexual song, so it's quite an interesting choice that he chose that. This song is played in Graffiti Bridge as well. It's in the film, Tevin Campbell kind of lives with Mavis Staples. Mavis Staples looks after Tevin, kind of takes care of him. Prince has also some background vocals, and I really think some of these background vocals are great, especially in the choruses. Prince comes in and it kind of adds a kind of depth and a strength to the chorus, and it really kind of lifts the chorus, because Tevin Campbell has an amazing falsetto voice. I mean, it's a very kind of easy to listen to, very kind of pleasant, very almost, he makes it look effortless kind of singing technique. He has a great voice, and it just, it just slides along so perfectly. It seems so natural, and it's, it's a really beautiful falsetto voice. Anyway, it starts off this song with a kind of this very electronic sounding drum beat, very thin, almost tinny sounds. You've got kind of keyboard swirls going on in the background, but it's a very kind of basic song that kind of runs along. It's very much a kind of pop song, very catchy kind of pop song. It's also heavily on the kind of positive tip, if you like. Is this a song rather like Prince's Push or Walk Don't Walk, or even Willing and Able? It's one of those songs about positivity, and you can do the things you want to do, if you just really try. Some of the lyrics are very much sort of playing into that positivity feel. It talks about, can you tell me where it is we're going to? Can you tell me what it is we really want to find? Is the truth really there? Was it right under our hair? For all we know, it's been there all the time. And then it kicks into the chorus with Prince doing backing vocals, and it really kind of, like I say, really strengthens that chorus. It sort of deepens, and it's quite interesting the contrast between Prince's very deep background vocals and Tevin's kind of high-pitched falsetto lead. And the chorus is great. It's kind of, nothing comes from dreamers but dreams. I say, sitting in my little boat while everyone else is down the stream, nothing comes to talkers but sound. We can talk all we want to, but the world still goes around and round. And I love that idea of, nothing comes to dreamers but dreams, that you can have dreams and aspirations, but if you want them to happen, you have to kind of put them into action as much as you can. So it's very much kind of that kind of, belief that, you might as well go for it. And there's lots of times in the song where Tevin sort of says, go for it. And it's kind of, one of those interesting notions that Prince often does in his songs. There's one point, I think, where Kevin says, I learnt my lesson young. If you want to have fun, go for it. And it really works. It's kind of a very bubblegum, catchy pop track, and it's quite an interesting debut from Tevin Campbell. I also think that it really works, this song, in a very constructed way. It's kind of just very perfectly done. It's not necessarily a song people think of necessarily when they think of this album, because there's lots of other amazing stuff on this album, but it's a very solid song, very catchy sort of bubblegum pop song, and it's certainly worth a listen. It's a very upbeat and pleasant song, so it's kind of good pop fare, I would say. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow for a complete change of scene with George Clinton, We Can Funk.